Hello and welcome to my weekly segment of a talk show. It's DJ Royster. I'm bringing to you the biggest things to talk about for the past week. So here are we in November, and what's the biggest thing of this week would be the launch of PS4 and Xbox One. Now officially both consoles have been out. It's been a few days, it's been a bit of to and fro, and they've had their launch days. And the ones who are lucky enough to pre-order have all received their copies, and everybody else has to fucking wait. That's just the way it works. The pros and the cons, and I'm going to show you actually the launch day exclusives to see what you've been thinking. You see all these adverts on television recently for PS4. PS4 adverts are limited compared to Xbox One, so it seems to sort of demand on the games itself. But what I'm going to do is compare each of the things itself. Now, PlayStation 4 seems to think it's going to be the tune all of the game system itself, because it's got the graphics system, it's got the processor, it's all designed for gaming. Just straight up gaming. Doesn't have Skype and all the rest of the stuff that you're looking for. It's equipment. It's all designed around actually playing games. It's got the upgraded DualShock controller, DualShock 4, a new touchpad. It's got this pad on the top of it, and you'll be able to touch the pad and interact. So that's a slightly different controller way that Xbox is doing their controller. We'll talk about that in a bit. But more or less, and they've got a whole network where you can stream live gameplay. Both of them seem to have this, there's nothing new there. And this connects with all your other PS variations or PS Vita and all that. But what I'm going to show you here is if I go down to this here, if I try game. Game had a big selection, I looked at this earlier, when this page loads up. Game, oops. Information regarding that. Release date's 29th. So there's it coming shortly. They're talking about 180 games are in development and 23 games confirmed on launch day. So they've already got a massive stack of games getting built, and games that are coming out when this game console's been launched already ready to roll. PlayStation camera and all these things don't come with it, but you'll be able to get these things to update. This will be catching up with the Xbox technically, who made the Kinect sensor, so the camera thing's coming up a bit late, so the technology for additional stuff is a bit late on the Xbox. The Xbox were first out of the blocks to get that stuff there. But generally all this stuff's here, all these games are out. Call of Duty Ghosts, this is where the controversy comes into, because these games like Ghosts or FIFA, they've been out a while, so you're kind of having to buy them again. Some people haven't bought them, so they can buy them. They have to buy them for the second time. So they're not like exclusives as such. Exclusives are Destiny, for example. These titles that are not been out, this is the first exclusive. Including that one, Final Fantasy XV. It's not even out yet, but it's going to be exclusive for PlayStation 4. So that's definitely something to think about there. And there's a few other ones that I'm just looking for here. But generally your main titles like Battlefield, Call of Duty, FIFA, they've been out a while, so you've either got them or not. Would you actually go out there and buy another one? That's a gamble, because they get the high graphics. Anyway, moving on to Xbox. Did I tell you the price? Aye, the price is £349, £350. You'll get it roughly that price. You'll find prices won't change, not for some time anyway. But the prices there are relative for right now. Okay, Xbox. Xbox, they are going the entertainment way. Let's just be frank on this. They want to turn you into a computer. Games computer. I personally have an Xbox, so I've got an account with Xbox, but they have built one of the most amazing controllers I've ever seen. The control technology they've got in the joypad itself, compared to this thing's a dinosaur compared to the new Xbox controller. The new Xbox controller is out of this world. It's got advanced sensitive rumble pack inside it. So if you go through a pothole, you'll feel the vibrations through the stick. That's why when you see the adverts when FIFA advert, when the guy turns into Messi, it means you're actually in the actual game. So when you're playing these games, you feel it. So they're quite sentimental. There is a secret going on about, which I don't know if it's true, but FIFA was thinking about actually going to, because a Microsoft company actually took from EA, because it's EA Sports, and EA Sports is Microsoft, are both made in America, because it's an American based company. Their FIFA were going to go with Xbox, so it was going to be an Xbox exclusive. That is an if button maybe, but if it does, it could push this franchise to get people to have to get an Xbox. But the way it's going, a lot of people bought a PS4 mainly because of some issues with Microsoft and some of their dodgy decisions, which were soon changed. But it was a bit late for that, so people went that way mainly because they didn't like the way Microsoft were working their plan. Still, Microsoft have went their way with Skype and all these other functions and combined it together to give you the best entertainment package they could offer. Whether it be it watching movies, whether it be it playing games, whether it be it talking to your friends. They've got the latest Kinect and Xbox and smart glass technology, with also the help of the cloud, which has been out for a while, which helps you save your games and all your information. But generally, the Xbox is going the same way as it's usually going, and it's going down this entertainment franchise. So whether you like Xbox or not, you're going to have to spend a lot more money on this thing compared to anything else. I'll show you exactly what I mean, because if you go down to find the retailer, you'll find the prices. I said 349. Yeah, 349. If you go down to retailer here, it's going slow. Whoops. If you go into somewhere like Amazon, you'll feel the prices are absolutely hyped up. Xbox One. Maybe if I went consoles, that would have been helpful, Roy. That's just really stupid. If I clicked on consoles, being such a noob, the prices aren't even listing yet, but the general sort of price consensus is a lot higher. So I'm going to find the price. The price is about somewhere, but I'm sure it's about £100 dearer, if I remember correctly. It's not actually listing the prices. It's got this and this, but it's not actually telling me what price it is. But I'm sure the pricing comparable to other ones is a lot dearer to buy the Xbox than it is to buy the PlayStation itself. I remember going in Game, and Game was like Game was coming up like £600 odd, so you're paying a good couple of £100 dearer to get an Xbox One than you are getting a PlayStation 4. This is considerably higher. Because I've only got a couple of titles out as well. They've got Forza, the Son of Rome one, which is in adverts and television, and Dead Rising. There's not exactly a cavalcade of games coming out at the moment that are due to be released on Xbox. I'll actually show you if you go Xbox game. That's Xbox 360. Yeah, coming up with Dead Rising, Battlefield, and all the same ones you're getting on the other console, but there is a heck of a sight less, as you can see here, less than the other console. So you're not getting as much of an option. You get Forza's exclusive to Xbox, Assassin's Creed, all these other ones that are just there. FIFA again on both consoles, again that's subject to availability, but there's not much difference between one and the other. It's an interesting one. They made that, but they're going to bring Minecraft. That's a Xbox One edition. But anyway, that leads us straight up to the sales itself. And so far PS4 has outsold. This is respective of today. This is the 26th of November. Nearly 7,000 Xbox Ones have been sold on auction sites last weekend, compared to like 10,000 for PlayStation 4 earlier in the month. So definitely the sales have been tipped towards PlayStation, and we still think they will, but they are working relatively to try and even it up itself. You might have more difficult getting a PS4 and an Xbox One. At the moment, you can't get any. Both are sold out, but whether you go PS4 or Xbox One, it's relatively up to yourself. But this is a discussion forum. If you've got one recently and you feel there's something that deserves to get put out there, comment at the bottom of this video, and we could talk about it. That's what this platform's for. It's a general talk show itself. This has been DJ Royster, and I've been talking to you about the PS4 versus Xbox One war. I thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you next time.